all things in nature go in cycles, and because we wish to honor them as the hosts with the most, we have elected for our 20th King and Queen of the May those who have been at the heart of this festival since the very beginning. There's our Greenman and Lucy Wood. I think if anything deserves a mighty cubillando, it is Lucy and the Greenman. So let's have one for them. When we discussed this festival with our host, it came to pass that they thought about transformation and about alchemy. Alchemy, as you know, is the ancient science of transforming baser matter, like lead, into higher matter, like gold. And it also became a system of self-improvement for transforming what is baser in your own nature to something higher. And we hope that throughout our lives, as we develop, as we run a festival for 20 years, we make some of these alchemical changes and become better and better. So this is a ceremony in which we will embody some of these alchemical changes and celebrate 20 years of getting better and better at this festival. As you know, we've already mentioned we have 4 tribes which represent the 4 directions and the 4 elements. So Mountain Tribe represents earth, River Tribe represents water, Meadow Tribe represents air, and Woodland Tribe represents fire. And we have the leaders of these tribes here. Another cheer for them. And each person, that's right, Shah, indeed. And each person is going to present us with an ingredient for our alchemical change. So I'm going to move this table center stage, and then we're going to have River Tribe come and present us with an item for our alchemical change. O Otter, the river god, what have you brought me?
This is the Cauldron of Wisdom. It represents the elements of water and the spirits of the West. I sing of the Cauldron of Wisdom, which bestows the merit of every art, which increases treasure, magnifies every common artisan, and strengthens people through those gifts.
The Cauldron of Wisdom. Let's have a big hand for Otter, the river god, for the River Tribe, and for the Cauldron of Wisdom. It looks small, but it packs a punch, I'll tell you that. Not you, my friend. Now we will ask the Meadow Tribe to bring us... What have you brought me? This looks delicious.
We have brought you mead. Mead, a wine that comes from honey. It's a gift of the bees of the meadow, and it represents the spirits of the east and the element of air.
Wow.
Yes. The Welsh bard Taliesin wrote, "I will adorn the ruler, chief of every place, him that supports the heaven, Lord of everything, him that made the water for everyone good, and sparkling distilled mead, whose praise is everywhere."
Wonderful. Big hand for Meadow Tribe, and for Chrissy, and of course for the mead. And now we are going to ask the Mountain Tribe to come up and present what they are presenting. All right. She has the Stone of Destiny with her as well. Awesome. Put it right there. All right. What have you lovely ladies brought us?
These spices come from the earth and represent the spirits of the earth. The Mountain Tribe brings them from the north. As it says in the Bible in the Song of Solomon, "Thy shoots are an orchard of pomegranates with precious fruits. Henna with spikenard plants, spikenard and saffron. Calamus and cinnamon with all trees of frankincense, myrrh and aloes with the chief spices."
Wonderful spices. Well, a big hand for the Mountain Tribe, for Annie and Olivia, and for the spices. And finally, last but not least, our wonderful woodland fairies. This is Tikaleha of the woodland tribe.
I have brought you this candle. Represents the flame of the cosmic fire. This from the sun, which returns us to summer. The woodland tribe brings it from the south. For as the Buddha said, thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will never be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared.
So true. Well, thank you. Thank you. Another big hand. And as you can see, those are the 4 elements, but alchemists often believed in a 5th element, which they called spirit, also known as the quintessence. That's what that word means. It means the 5th element. And in order to provide the spark of spirit for our ritual, I've asked one of our spiritual leaders, King Michael, to come and provide that spark.
Yes, the 5th element, spirit, also known as quintessence or ether. It's so fine that we think of it as immaterial. Its substance permeates all that is, and no changes can be made in any of the other elements without the changing of vibration of the spirit.
Flame on. Now I have to massage this ritual into happening here for just a moment, so we'll see if I can do that. The only thing I fear is this bottle of mead. How does one open it? You know, that was easier than it looked.
Put your water in the water that way. Do you want it? Yes or no? It won't sit in there sticky. It's going to fall. You have to put your hats on.
All right, and now we are going to leave that to cook a little while and get all good. So here we go. What happens is, of course, with alchemy, one of the stages, the 7 stages of alchemical transformation, is called ferment or fermentation, and that is important in the creation of mead. We are symbolically representing fermentation by the mulling of this mead with these spices. So, what we're going to do is we're all going to join hands here on the stage, and we're going to have a moment of silence, and then we're going to have a big group kubiando.
All of us. All the kings and queens and everybody. Not everybody. All right. These all the kings and queens? Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. And Betsy and Ned need to come up here too.
I see that the Greenman have arrived. We will talk about them.
Oh, my brothers.
So then, what's that? We can go, but there's so many of us.
That feels good. Okay.
All right. We're going to do a quick
Group Kubiando. All right. Former kings and queens and all the people on the stage.
And all the people on stage.
All right. Kubiando! Thank you.
We want to recognize 2 groups. who are here joining us. There are all the former kings and queens who could make it of this festival, and now that we've been here for 20 years, we're going to have, as Shane said, a Kubiando for the royalty. A little bit behind them, you'll see a bunch of guys who look a little bit like me, only much greener. We're talking about the Greenmen.
Great blessings be upon you all.
This is the day of the Greenman March, and they've been marching around blessing the festival. They're just getting started, and they've come to visit our ceremony and to take part as an honor guard. And so we would like to honor them, the wonderful Greenmen, the beneficent order of the Greenmen. We will give them a Kubiando.
Hoof and horn, all that joy shall be reborn. Corn and grain, all that falls will rise again.
All right, and now we have the moment that we've all been waiting for. We will ask our current queen for the moment, Patty, to crown our new king, the Greenman.
Oh, I'm going to sit down. That's the old one. Rob, I'm right.
And I will paraphrase the singer Natalie Merchant as you crown our Greenman. Make way for the new King of May. Make a hole in the cloud for him. Raise your voices up. Drink your loving cup. To his long life. To his long life. The new king! Kubiando
Thank
indeed.
you, but I couldn't. No.
And now we are going to ask our current reigning king, Chris, to crown our new queen, Lucy. Or our just one moment ago, no longer reigning king. And I will actually recite a fragment from Edgar Allan Poe as this is going on, which he said, "Fairies guard the Queen of May, let her reign in peace and honor, every blessing be upon her. May her future pathway lie, all beneath a smiling sky." For the new King and Queen of the May. Now, will you approach the table of mead?
Thank you.
Now, you know what? There's a leather glove down there. Someone can throw it to me? This is the fire safety part of our... There we go. And so we have a new King and Queen of the May. We have a new tradition this year. We have a scepter and a staff of office for the King and the Queen of the May, and they're going to be presented once again by the outgoing King and Queen. They will present the new King and Queen with their staffs of office, and our brother Michael, King Michael, has made these wonderful staffs for the festival, and he's going to talk a little bit about them.
It's back in 2004, or as we like to call it, Fairy Festival year 13. When I was crowned king, I was presented with a sword as a symbol of my office. And you've probably often heard we like to carry on some old traditions and start new traditions. And this year, in keeping with a more peaceful nature, we're going to have a staff for the king and a scepter for the queen as their symbols of office.
Yay!
Ladies first.
Just look how beautiful they are. Michael did such a beautiful job. Thank you, Michael.
I'll have to have the king explain about the piece of wood that his is made from. The queen's scepter is a root from a tree that spent probably several hundred years underground. The tree went down in a storm, and I carved her scepter from that root.
Okay, the wood. This is ash. It came from the native wood homestead land.
You're off. Your mic went off.
Can you hear me now? Yes. All right. This wood is ash, native to Woodtown, Pennsylvania, which is near Milford, Pennsylvania, which is by the Delaware River. And it is on that property that my wood forebears grew up and farmed. And also, it's where my grandfather grew up. And as some of you know, my grandfather is Smokey Joe Wood, who was an ace pitcher for the Boston Red Sox and won the 1912 World Series for the Red Sox. And my father, in honoring his father, took down the tree, several trees actually, and had the bat company come and take tubal cuttings from that ash and made baseball bats from that. There was one he did not make a baseball bat from, and that is this one right here, and becomes my staff. So this is in honor of my grandfather, Smokey Joe Wood.
That is an awesome story. Now, it's customary every year for our king and queen to take an oath for the coming year, and we've reached that part of the ceremony. So, whichever of you would like to speak first, I guess, Lucy, would you like to come up?
Beautiful. All hail the queen! Long may she live!
Long may she live!
And be kind to the king!
He's a pretty good king. Before I offer my oath, I want to invite Betsy and Ned Williams over here with me. Without Betsy and Ned, there would not be a fairy festival. There would not be today happening at all, because they used to do a little fairy festival, and we visited it, and Betsy said, "Oh, if I had a farm, I'd do it outdoors." And our first one, they were here. It was wonderful. And other friends from California who were part of the little group we were with were here. And we made ice rings with flowers in them, and it was like a tea party. A little tea party, and it was wonderful. So I thank both of you, and if you have memories you want to share. My